graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled it out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of March Madness Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day so far. If you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. And also turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when we do go live. This is our third stream today. It's a triple header. We did Phillies baseball earlier this afternoon. We did the opening day for that. And then we got done with the Texas-Purdue game. Texas did lose by 2 points to Purdue. And 79-77 was the final score of that game. And now we are heading on into this Arkansas-Arizona game, and the winner is going to take on Purdue in the Elite Eight this weekend. Really looking forward to that. Let's talk a little bit about these two teams, but also please let me know what your final score predictions are down below. I want to say hello to chat. Justin's here, 8,800, let's go! Yes! We got there. We got to 8,800, my friend. We've gained over 120 subs today. It's been unreal. It's been insane. It's been nothing less than sensational. It really has. So, yeah, please, again, make sure that you guys like and make sure that you subscribe. And, again, comment your final scores about this game down below. So, the Arizona Wildcats, man, Arizona this year has been playing really well. Obviously, they've been really strong, led by Tommy Lloyd as their coach. He's been doing an excellent job for them. You just take a look at how they did against you take a look at like what they were able to do in their last game, and they honestly did a really good job. They really did. They've been getting a lot of really good play from guys like what was I going to say? Sorry about that. They've been getting a lot of really good play from guys like Braden Burries, who's been averaging 16 points per game. Koa Pete, has also been very active out there as well. He's been very good too. This team has had a lot of success this year. They really have. And when you just see how they've done in the March Madness tournament, they won against Long Island. They did what they had to do in the first round. It was not even close. It was a big blowout. And then Utah State, they won against the Aggies 78-66 was the final score there. So that was good stuff from them. Excuse me. Sorry about that. All right. So, and then Arkansas, obviously they've been getting a lot of really great play from Darius Acuff Jr. That guy is just a stud. That guy has been unbelievable. Third player to average 30-plus points per game and 5-plus assists per game in quite some time. Just unreal. So we're ready to get things going in about a minute or so. Bradley is going to be out there. So here are the starting lineups for both teams so far. Razorbacks, they got Acuff Jr. at the 1, Malik Thomas at the 2. They got Billy Richmond over at the 3. Malik Ewan is at the 4. And over at the 5 position for them is going to be Thompson as well. There's a jump ball is now underway, and we are ready to rock and roll. Good stuff. All right, so we are ready to go. Sorry that we are a little bit behind in the action. All right, so let's get this up and going. Arkansas playing against Arizona. And here we go. So box score. Now we want the game cast up there. So already a 2-0 start so far, as the first 2 points were scored by Burries. So let's get you the starting lineup again for this for both teams. So Arkansas is going to have Ewan, Brazil, Acuff Jr., and then Billy Richmond III is out there for Arkansas. And also at the 5, it is Malik Thomas. Now for Arizona, their 5 will look like this. It'll be Ivan Karchenkov, at the 1. Actually, it'll be Bradley at the 1. Jaden Bradley is at the 1. At the 2, it's going to be Braden Burries. And then at the 3, they got Koa Pete. And then at the 4, it'll be Ivan Karchenkov. And at the 5, it'll be Motijus Krivas. And so that is the lineup for the both of those teams. So it's already a 2-2 game. Looks like Acuff Jr. was able to get himself a rebound, and then the 2 points were good by Acuff as he got the layup to fall. Yeah, let's go back a little bit. All right, good. Very, very good. 18:47 left to go here in the first half of play. And the layup is up, and that's going to be good for Arizona. So the Wildcats able to get themselves a 2-point lead. By the way, Acuff putting up 23.3 points per game this season. That has been his average. Get it over on the near side. Arkansas is in their red and white uniforms, and Arizona is in their white and red and black unis as well. So here we go, looking over on the baseline and now swinging it back over to the top of the key. Looks like that the Arizona Wildcats just trying to take advantage, and they do, and make it now a 6-2 game on an excellent basket made over on that right side. That was Koa Pete who ended up getting the dunk. Let me know if I'm saying the name correctly, of course, and if I'm mispronouncing names, please correct me with that as well. Would love to hear what you guys are saying down below. We can put Arizona up here, and we can put this right here. Good. All right, 17:41 left to go here in this first half of play. And the first foul shot won't go. It's Braden Burries, who had 16 points in his last game against the Aggies. There's Coach John Calipari for Arkansas. Obviously has had himself quite a resume. 6-3 now is the score. Who are we rooting for, chat? Let us know down below. Who are we rooting for? Who do we have winning this game? Where's everybody tuning on in from as well? Let us know down below. 8.8K subs, man. Let's go. Coach Cal, 61 NCAA tournament wins. If you can believe that. Six to 3 Arizona. And at the line to shoot one more is going to be Burries. And Burries is going to bury it. So that's up and that's in. That'll make it now a 6-4 game. There we go. All right, here's a step back three-point shot that's up, and that one is good. And knocking that one down is Burries. So it's a 9-4 game. On the right side, going up with a layup, and that's up, and that's no good. Arkansas able to respond back. So Arkansas is in the red and white uniforms, and Arizona is in the white, black, and red unis. Downhill, getting the ball and actually getting it tipped and stolen away. Acuff Jr. now has it. He takes a three-point shot. That's not going to go. Rebounded by Arkansas. Malik Ewan is going to, or who ended up making the dunk before, tries to attack again, and that's no good either. Acuff with a bounce pass, and it goes towards the near side. Acuff downhill, and a shot by Ewan is no good. He had 14 points in his last game, was 6 for 12 shooting-wise from the field, and had 12 boards, 3 assists as well, and 16:51 left to go. We are going to take... No, we aren't. I thought that they were going to a break. They were showing replays. All right. 16:35 left to go here in this first half of play. Here's a catch-and-shoot three. That is no good, and the rebound is going to go to Arkansas. They're going to try to take advantage here. Or Arizona's going to get the rebound. Excuse me. Oh, gosh. So Arizona swings it again around the timeline. The ball goes on into Burries' hand. Burries being heavily guarded by Malik Thomas. And Burries fights for the ball on the ground. He had it at first, and then it sort of slipped. And it'll be Arkansas basketball. 16:10 left to go in this first half of play. Thanks for the commentary. I got you, EMZS. I got you. I believe that was for the last stream. But I got you. No worries about that. 16:10 left to go here in this first half of play. 9-6 Arizona. Arkansas trying to push the tempo up front, and Acuff can't finish. He gets the ball blocked after Toby Awaka just came on in. Acuff just misses the floater, and Toby Awaka able to get the block. Here's a strip on the other side, but Arizona retains possession. They put up a three. Bullseye. It's good. And it's now a 12-6 game. Arizona has the lead, and they've come out very strong. Jaden Bradley knocks it down from the far corner. So we played a little bit under 5 minutes so far in this half of play. Here's a jab step, and now on the attack, going downhill is Brazil, and Brazil is able to finish it with the left hand on the left side of the baseline. That's what he does. He's very good. He's very agile. He has good footwork. We've been able to see that throughout this tournament. Here's a layup on the other side. A nice response for Arizona. And so the Wildcats able to get Ivan Karchenkov involved in the offense, and it worked out there. 14-8. Arkansas goes from right to left, and Arizona, the Wildcats, are going from left to right. We played a little bit over 5 minutes so far. Arkansas going to give it over to Acuff for a wide-open three. Jackpot! It's good! Darius Acuff Jr. finally able to knock down a tray. But he now has 7 points in this game and has put up more than half of Arkansas's points. A runner inside for Arizona, no. How about the offensive rebound and the putback jam for Arizona? Oh my goodness. That was Toby Awaka who was able to wake up the crowd. What a dunk that was. Oh, are you kidding me? Acuff, another three. It's a little bit short. Awaka, rebound. And an outlet pass over towards the right side. That guy was very explosive there. Taking it down the lane and passing it over towards the left and putting up a two is Pete, and he's fouled. And Pete's going to go to the line. Koa Pete, that is. And we'll be right back in just a few moments. It is a 16-11 game. The Wildcats are up by 5 so far in this game. Let's go. All right. A little bit off to a sloppy start, but that's all right. It's going to get better and better. It'll get a lot better, that's for sure. Very happy with how things have gone so far. We are now 200 subscribers away from getting to 9,000 subscribers. 200, less than 200 from getting to 9,000. It's insane. Unbelievable. Yeah. Who do you guys got for this game? Let me know down below. Let me know who you guys have in this game. What a day, chat. Dude, those Phillies are going to be scary this year. I hope. I really hope that they're going to be scary. My mind just changes about this team. It really does. But loved what Christopher Sanchez did today. I'm going to try not to get ahead of myself. Why is there a ringing in my ears? That's really weird. That's odd. But yeah, baseball is here. March Madness is also here as well. Oh, dude, it's so great. It's so awesome. It's one of the best times of the year. It really is. My favorite time of the year is October because I love MLB playoffs, and then it's like we're in the middle of football season, and then it's like, well, basketball and hockey are starting at that same time. I love that time. That's my favorite time of the year. It really is when it comes to just the sports world, you know. Yamamoto is opening for the Dodgers today. I just got that word. Oh. Excuse me. So tomorrow, chat, what we're going to do is we are going to be covering the St. John's Duke game. That'll be at 7:10. All right, so we'll have that game covered. And then Saturday, we'll probably do – we haven't decided yet what's going on for Saturday, but we're definitely doing the Phillies game, 1,000%. And then we'll probably do both March Madness games that occur that night because I assume that one's going to start at 6 and the other one's going to start at like 8:45. I don't know how that's going to work. We might just do, I think we're just going to do one March Madness game on Saturday, I do. But, man, it's been a lot of fun covering March Madness. It really has. I've been so blessed to do it. It's been awesome. Man, all right, foul shot number 1, good. Foul shot number 2, not good. And it's 17-11. So Pete makes the first one, misses the second one, and Arizona has to play defense against Arkansas, but there's going to be a foul called, and the foul will be on, it'll be called on Toby Awaka. I feel like Bohm is an X factor. If he can have a good season, we're in great shape. Definitely need Bryce to be Bryce, but I feel like he'll heat up. I do too. I liked what I saw from Bohm today, and I like what I've been seeing from him in spring training. So hopefully that'll just translate again to the season, you know? Here is Arkansas trying to attack downhill. It'll be Trayvon Brazil who's going to hand it off and give it back over to Malik Thomas. Good footwork by Thomas. And is he going to get the roll as he's fouled? No. But he is going to head to the line and shoot a pair of foul shots. Gosh, that guy crossed over about 5 times. Looked like James Harden dribble moves, really. Just the way that he was able to fake out defenders. And then he just tried to buzz his way downhill. And he's going to head to the charity stripe and shoot 2 free throws. But no, I agree with you. I certainly agree. Bohm is an X factor. Health is an X factor in itself. And I'll tell you who else is an X factor in my opinion. And you're not going to want to hear this. But Rob Thompson. Because he had a terrible... he managed a bad playoff series last year. He did. So he's an X factor to me too. 17-13 is the score. Arkansas's down by 4 as both free throws by Thomas are good. Excellent. Here we go. Here comes Arizona on the attack. They will take a catch and shoot 3, and somehow as it hits the back iron on the far corner, Della Rosso able to just get the friendliest bounce of the game so far. They made all 3 of their threes, 20-13. Sometimes you just put it up and you hit the rim and good things happen. Oh, nice little handoff and going in flight mode and throwing it down with 2 hands. Excellent play there made by Billy Richmond III. And he was just able to pass it over towards the near side. And the shot by Pringle was good for him. Nick Pringle, that is, who is number 21. Or number 31, that is. It's now a 15 or a 20-15 game, I should say. Nick Pringle. We're going to have some free throws, and the first one is up, and it's good by Karchenkov. Good. But no, what are your thoughts, man? Let me know what your thoughts are. 21-15, Arizona's up by 6 points. 12:20 left to go here in the first half of play. We have a little bounce pass that's going to be made over to Trayvon Brazil. Brazil back over to Acuff. Acuff gets the handoff, and Acuff is going to have to pass it back over to Brazil on the far wing. Brazil throws it away. He was anticipating that Billy Richmond III was going to be there for the handoff, and, well, actually, Billy Richmond was thinking it was going to be a handoff, but instead it was a throwaway. And it's going to be Arizona basketball. 2 turnovers for each team so far in this game. And some substitutions coming on in for both teams as well, as Warner steps on in for Arkansas. And we'll get you the other people in just a few moments. 21-15, Wildcats up by 2 possessions. On the other side, it's Braden Burries going from left to right for Arizona. Burries at the top of the key over to Krachenov. Krachenov gets it downhill to the big man. They feed Krivas, and he is able to lay it up and lay it on in. And makes it now a 23-15 game. Krivas with 11 points in his last game against the Yankees in 32 minutes. Arkansas can't buy a bucket on that possession. And with the ball is Burries again. Burries gives it to his teammate, and one more pass downhill, and Burries gets the hockey assist there. Toby Awaka made the 2, and he got fouled. He is down, though. He got hit, I believe, in the eye, and he is laying over on his side. He got fouled as he got about 3 players on him just trying to swat the ball away. And he landed hard. Pringle, as soon as he hit the floor, I think he just landed awkwardly. And that's what ended up happening, and that's why he lost his footing, and that's why his eye is bothering him. So we have a timeout taken. It's a 25-15 start for the Wildcats. Let's go. I agree. His postseason decisions have been questionable. He's kind of gotten a pass, it seems, because of his regular season success, but I feel like that's just about to run out. Well, see, here's the problem that I had, again, in the postseason. I mean, we can go back to 2022. I was not I thought that him keeping Wheeler in the game would have been okay. I also thought that at the same time, if he went to Alvarado, I didn't think it was a terrible decision. Alvarez hit the homer. We all know what happened. History was made there. The Rojas decision still confuses me as to why he didn't pinch hit for him in Game 7 against the Diamondbacks. There were a couple other decisions, too, when he did go to Craig Kimbrell, when he left Christopher Sanchez at the time on a leash. Even in the moment, obviously Christopher is not the guy that he is now, but I really thought that the fact that they went to a bullpen game there changed everything in that series. So that was not good. Yes, the bats did go cold, and that's ultimately why you lost, but clearly that did not help you. Period. End of story. And then 2 years ago, we can look at the Mets series, and we can talk about some bad decisions that were made there. When to pinch hit guys, right? I know I'm speaking in a generality right now, but I actually feel like The more I think about it, I really feel like that the offense just went cold in that series, and they didn't necessarily play well, the Phillies, and they just got off to a very cold. They finished the season very cold. But last year, because it's fresh in my head, we can talk about the bunting in the ninth inning from Stott. I thought in the moment it was all right, but then I realized afterwards that that's just not what you do in that situation. You can't sacrifice an out there, especially when you have somebody that's really slow over at second base. You just can't do that. That's a bad decision. So, but there's other things that we can talk about as well. But those are the first things that do come to my mind. But again, it's not all on him. The offense got cold. And the hitting is what's supposed to help you win. 25-15, Arizona is up by 10 with about 11:25 left to go in this first half of play. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We are 191 subscribers away from 9,000 subscribers. The free throw, good, and that'll make it 26-15. Arizona up by 11 points.
Excellent.
Okay. 26-15. Wildcats up by 11. Nice shot there. Koa Pete is going to sub on in for Arizona. Toby Awaka will sub on out. Awaka was able to hit the and one. Here comes Arkansas, and they're able to feed it over to their big man as the shot is up, and the shot is good by them. So Arkansas able to get some good play there. And it's a 26-17 game. Nick Pringle just got the dunk. Wrote down the wrong number. It's the wrong number, chat. Didn't play in the last game. Arizona looking to attack on the other side, and the bank shot is good. He actually called for glass there. After Nick Pringle got the dunk, Arizona was able to go back up by 11 points. And they have made 11 field goals in this game. Another three-point shot by Arkansas, not that time. The ball is going to be rebounded on the floor by the Arizona Wildcats, by Arkansas, excuse me. Down the lane, up and in with the left hand is Malik Ewan, and that shot won't go either. 10-10 left to go in this first half of play. The Wildcats looking to take advantage. They got Brady out there, or Bradley that is, and Bradley tries to float it up and in. That's no good. Arkansas again going from right to left. What are they going to do? Over at the elbow. And now the foul line extended, putting up a runner inside, is Thomas, and he gets fouled. And he will head to the line to shoot some foul shots. Justin says, I feel bad for Orion, and even Duran was mortal in that game. Yeah, I mean, I know Ohtani was 0 for his last, or was like 3 for his last 30, and he was struggling. I mean, like, that's the bottom line. He was struggling. I've seen Ohtani have a lot of success, though, against Duran, and I didn't think that it was a bad decision to walk Ohtani there. I did not think it was a bad decision. People would disagree, but I just feel like that I've seen a lot of times Duran pitch against Ohtani, and even when the guy who is just that great is 3 for his last 30, in a spot like that, he gets a pitch down the middle, and he whacks it on out of here. You're like, well, crud. But yeah, I felt bad for Duran too. I did. 28-19 is the score. Arkansas now has to play defense. De La Rosso, by the way, 3 points for him for Arizona as they move it around the timeline. Pete, Krivas, Burries, Bradley, and Aristode are all out there. The ball is going to be stolen. Arkansas is going to get it back. At the top of the key is Thomas. One more pass to Acuff. Thought he was going to take the shot. He did not. Instead, he's unselfish. Gives it to his teammate for a three. And that one won't go. They have not been able to buy a bucket over the last couple of possessions when it comes to their three-point shooting. Arizona looking to be aggressive in the paint, and they are, and a foul is going to be called. The shot was no good, but as Pete is going to go to the line, we have a foul issued again on Nick Pringle. DJ Wagner missed the tray from that left side of the wing, and then Burries grabbed the rebound. And then a foul was called on Pringle. 29-19. Arkansas off to a cold start. And Arizona is doing good. Here comes foul shot number 2 with 9:12 to go. Nothing but nets. And Arizona's up by 11 points.
Excellent.
Okay. So we got over at the top of the key with a bounce pass over to Acuff Jr. again. Brazil still out there. Acuff looking to be aggressive. What a pass that was to his teammate who was running right next to him, Malik Ewan. Sort of like a little side pass that he made over to him. Ewan was able to lay it up and in, and the roll was good. It's back to a single-digit lead for Arizona. Arizona is going to have Burries on the attack. Another foul is going to be issued against Arkansas. And we will have some more free throws coming on up. Tell you what, this Arkansas offense has really looked stale. And a lot of it has been because of Arizona's defense. They just have a lot of lanky guys. They have a lot of guys that can really just switch up on you and act as versatile players. First free throw is good. It's a 1-on-1 situation. And it's back to a 10-point lead for the Wildcats. So the winner of this game is going to play Purdue. And that game will be on Saturday. And hopefully we'll have that game covered depending on the time. It all depends on the time. Bradley's at the line. 8:35 left to go in the first half. Free throw number 2. That's up, and that's good for Arizona. A lot of fouls.
Excellent.
Ewan has 2, Brazil has 1, Acuff has 1, and Wagner has 1 for Arkansas. They've been getting into foul trouble. Here we go. Down the lane is Thomas again. Tough finish for him, and another foul will be called. Another one with 8:20 left to go in the first half. Ken, what's going on, dude? How are you doing? Love it. Absolutely love it. Huh. Nice. This 10:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, very, very good to see you all on here. Arizona versus Arkansas. Free throw number 2. It's 32-22. Are you kidding me? We have so many illegal streams up. It's like unbelievable. It's actually unreal. Damn. It is what it is, though. Both foul shots are good. 34-22 is the score. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Got to take down those illegal streamers, man. Crevis back over towards the near side, and there's a 3 by Arkansas. That one won't go. Arizona for a 3. Not that time. And it's going to be rebounded on the far side by Arkansas. Wagner down the lane. Is going to be able to put it up and put it on in to make it 34-24. Arkansas now trails by 10. Karchenkopf, Pete, Krivas, Burries, and Bradley were the starting 5 in the last game against Utah State. 34-24 is the score. Acuff for 3. Too strong. Rebounded again by Arizona. So Arkansas is 1 for 9 from 3 in this game. And Arizona, well, they've only made 3. They've just made 3 so far. Burries will hand it off and give it back over to his teammate Karchenkopf, and Karchenkopf will hit the floater, and that's good to make it 36-24. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in this first half of play. 18 points for Arizona in the paint and 14 for Arkansas so far. Acuff at the top of the key, swings it around, finds a wide open shooter, and the 3 is up, and that one is down the drain. To make it 36-27, that 3 ball looked really good, and it was certainly good. After Karchenkopf hit the pull-up floater, DJ Wagner knocked down the tray. Here's another floater again. This time on the other side, it'll be Motiages Krivas. And we have a shot that's good, and we're going to have a timeout taken as well. I got to take a quick step off, chat. I will be right back in just a few moments. All right, don't go anywhere. I will see you very, very soon. All right, here we go. We are back. It is a 40-27 game here in the first half of play. Arizona leads it by 13 against Arkansas. 5:19 left to go here in this first half of play. Ivan Karchenkov is going to go to the line. We saw Trayvon Brazil miss a three, and then Jaden Bradley got the defensive rebound. After Karchenkov made the first two free throws, he's now back at the line again. First one is up and good. Second one, that will be good as well to make it 42-27 Arizona.
Excellent.
All right, 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this first half of play. On the drive is Billy Richmond III, and he makes the layup as he swivels past two defenders and is able to get the layup to go. 42-29, Arizona still has the lead right now. At the top of the key again, it'll be Jaden Bradley. Bradley with a handoff. It goes back over to Burries. Burries downhill in the lane. Step back jump shot. Soft touch. 44-29 with 4.5 minutes left remaining in this first half of play. Burries with 9 points. He is 3 for 4 from the field in this one so far. Getting it over at the three-point corner and now driving inside and somehow fizzling his way to get the floater to go and make that nice little acrobatic shot there. That looked like it was Billy Richmond, and it was Billy Richmond III. He was able to get it to go. Richmond III has been very slow in this game so far. We're going to have a block on the other side. That was made by Nick Pringle. And Pringle tries to go coast to coast. He handed it off over to Acuff, and the ball got swatted out of his hands. Look at Pringle's defense. Excellent job there on the block of Koa Pete. Pee-wee's here. What's up, Pee-wee? How you doing? It's over. Arkansas playing scared to lose the game. It's over, says Pee-wee. I thought you had to head out before. Now you come back. What's going on, man? How you doing? It's good to see you on here. It is. It's good to see you, dude. What's going on? Tell you what. Still wouldn't shock me if Arkansas is able to make this a game. They're not playing good now. Doesn't mean that they can't play good in the, to end this first half or even in the second half. So, it ain't over. Nope, it ain't over. Definitely. It's not on over yet. Nope. So what got you guys into basketball, by the way? I want to hear more about you. I do. I just got on into college hoops this year. I did. I'm a Sixers fan. I covered the Sixers on this channel, but I not only do that, I also cover the Phillies, and I cover the Eagles, too. I am a Phillies fan. I'm a Philadelphia sports fan. But I really, my main goal on here, guys, really, I'm not, trying to sell you anything. But what I am trying to provide for you is community. I want us to be able to bond together. I care about the quality of people that are in my chat, not the quantity. That's really what I care mostly about. I like having nice conversations with people that, are into sports, even into other things. I really like to engage with everybody that's in my community. And I really feel like that, not to toot my own horn, but I think we do a pretty good job at that for the most part. But, it's nice because some people think that we're just background noise, and that's cool. But I also like the conversations as well because we do that old school radio play-by-play style. So that's why it's sort of throwback for some people. And for others, it's like, all right, this is cool, but how you doing today? And I'm like, I'm doing good. That's fine with me. How you guys doing? Let's go. By the way, SF85933, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Let's go. Excuse me. Ay, ay. Wow. That's pretty cool that they got to do that. All right, 3 minutes and 58 seconds left to go here in this first half. Richmond is going to inbound it. And I'll get it back. And we have a turnover called. A turnover called. He traveled. And Arizona's going to inbound it. That's a big-time turnover by Arkansas. That's not what Coach Cal wanted to draw up. 3:50 left in this first half of play. Down the lane, handing it off, and getting the dunk that time was Karchenkopf, and then he was able to give it over to Toby Awaka, who has 7 points. The finishes that he has, he is super explosive. It's unreal. And it's a 15-point lead for Arizona. Acuff wants to dribble cross on over, tries to attack. No, but how about the putback jam? Oh, my gosh. Hold me back. What a play by Nick Pringle. Oh, gosh. 6 points. He's 3 for 3 from the field. Pringle with a block over on the other side. And here comes Richmond down the hill. A freight train who lays it up and lays it on in. 46-35 with 3:01 left to go. Wow. That block by Pringle was amazing. And then Richmond was coming down there with a head of steam. And he was going to finish that thing strong. And he most certainly did. They did great there. That might just be what Arkansas needed to wake up. Oh, boy. There we go. Nice stuff. That's Justin says that's awesome. That's exactly why I'm here. I'm mostly a Phillies guy, but got super into the WBC this year, and I've been paying closer attention to other tournaments. Yeah, man. That's the thing is that, I'm a big Phillies guy, and we had, again, I'm not, trying to flex. I'm really not at all, but, we had over 400 people tuning on in simultaneously for a very long time of that stream today that we did for the Phillies. It's really hard for me to have more one-on-one chats when the chat is just flying by. So another reason why I like to do other games is because I like to give other people opportunities to follow along and try to, talk to me a little bit more because it's easier for me to talk. In the Phillies game, it's every 10 minutes I had to say, thank you for the sub. And, again, I'm very grateful for that, and that's really cool. But, chat's flying. Chat is, there's a lot going on. And that's because the Phillies are our main bread and butter, but I like to go into other areas and dive into other things, too, because we can still have really good, meaningful conversations. And it's sort of cool to just be able to call other games, try to expand the brand, but also just grow the love of sports. That's to me is what makes this channel so cool. Is that yes, we can't show the games, we play by the rules, but I feel that there's a lot of value to that. I really do. I feel that you get a lot of really good connection with people, and sports to me has always felt like something that has brought me together and has made friendships with my really good friends of mine, and also it's gotten me closer to my family. It really has. My grandma really, when she saw that I liked baseball, she would literally look at the newspaper back in 2007, and she didn't follow baseball then, but she would look at the standings, and she always wanted to have something to talk about with her grandkids. My dad, I got very lucky. I got to go to World Series games because that was really cool, and we really got to bond over that. my brother who passed away in 2020, who had a very severe special needs. We did a fundraiser for him last year. That was for the Dysautonomia Foundation. That was his genetic disorder that he had. But even he got me into sports. He loved a lot of baseball movies. He also really liked watching football. And loved the Philly Fanatic. Whenever we would take him to the games, we would be in the Hall of Fame club, and the Philly Fanatic would come up some of the time, and it was just so cool. So, back to the game, though. 2 minutes left to go here in this first half, 48-35. We'll talk more about it at halftime. Acuff on the drive to the baskets, looking to hand it off over toward the left side, and we have another foul that'll be called against Arizona. So what did we miss, chat? Ivan Karchenkov did make a 2. So we missed about maybe 30 seconds or so of play. I apologize, but that's what's going on. Absolutely, I love it. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's, sports brings together people, and I love the feeling of just high-fiving people or just getting a burst of energy from something that is just magical, something that just brings us together. There's pride in it, and there's love. Foul shot number 1 is going to be good. The foul, by the way, was on Braden Burries. I'm so excited for our fundraising streams this year that we're going to be doing for baseball. You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea. It's going to be great. Acuff has 7 points. And Arizona is now a 48-37 game. Ewan makes both foul shots.
Excellent.
Down over in the paint and trying to bat down his defender is Krivas. And Krivas wins the battle against Billy Richmond. He does. Actually, he won it against Nick Pringle. But regardless, 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go in this first half of play. Let's go. All right, the ball swung around the timeline. It's going to go back over to Malik Thomas. Thomas on a drive. Thomas with a floater. Thomas with the finish. It's good. Left-handed floater inside, and he just timed that thing perfectly. 1:18 left in this first half. We have a 2. Not that time. Arkansas, here they come off to the races. Richmond on the handoff to Acuff. A handoff to Acuff. That's a little bit of a tongue twister there. Thomas catches, fires up a 3. No. And the tip all the way back over to Richmond. Richmond puts up a 2. No foul. Are they going to call foul? They're going to say it was an offensive foul. Krivas had his feet planted, and Coach Cal is going to challenge this. They said offensive foul. To be honest with you, I don't know if that's the right call. Awaka, did he have his feet set? Maybe. Coach Cal is frustrated. He has his hands over his head. They called a foul on Matik Ewan, and they will not challenge. He tried to get the challenge off, but I guess that it didn't get off in time. He said review. 50-39, we walk the floor, and 2 free throws coming up for Arizona. The first one is good. And that'll make it 51-39. Brazil is back out there for Arkansas. Modijas Krivas with 9 points. And he's shooting 80% from the field tonight. Foul shot number 2. That one will trickle on in and give Arizona a lead by a dozen.
Excellent.
It's a 52-39 game. All eyes on Darius Acuff, who's been really struggling today. He's just 2 for 7 from the field with 7 points. He's at the top of the key. He'll dribble with the left hand. He'll try to take it down to the baseline. The floater, he timed it well, gets it to go. Back to an 11-point game. Arizona's still up by double digits with 35 seconds left in this first half. So he just was able to get his 8th and 9th points there. Arizona trying to attack and come up with a counterpunch. We'll see how that goes. Down the lane and going up with a 2 inside and getting fouled is Jaden Bradley. He was aggressive there, and he tried to really buzz his way down towards that baseline and fought through a lot of adversity. And that's why he's going to head to the charity stripe. Oh, man. Yes. Also, if there's an MLB lockout in 2027, I'm trying to better familiarize myself with other minor leaguers. We'll be attending a lot of Reading games. Dude, that sounds awesome. That sounds really, really awesome. Yeah, the minors is definitely going to be something to look into. College baseball is something that I'm interested in. And the other thing, too, is, the KBO and watching Japan. That's really cool, too. Bo Young Moon. It's fun to watch. 54-41, and Arizona leads it back by 13. Acuff has it. 15 seconds left. The shot clock's unplugged. He's over at the logo. Dribbles with the left hand. Goes towards his left side. At the top of the key. Crosses over about 3 times. Now drives it down the lane. And the shot's up. And he's fouled. And the foul will be called against Coapete. I got to say that Acuff knew exactly what the defense was giving him. They were thinking about setting a pick down low. Nick Pringle, but he said, no, I'm going to take it myself. Sort of shied him away there. 7.2 seconds left in this first half, and Acuff will swish the first foul shot. But I agree with you. I do. It's a 54-42 game with 7.2 seconds left to go in this first half of play. I'm excited for the second half of this game. It's going to be fun, fun, fun. The last 5 games, Darius Acuff Jr. has averaged 30.2 points per game. And in this game, he already has 10. But he does knock down the second free throw. 54-43, Arizona trying to hit one. And the shot's no good. And that is going to wrap it up for the first half. So the misfired shot was from Jaden Bradley. And then we are going on into halftime. Malik Thomas got the rebound. He didn't have time to get off the shot from three-quarters court. But it is a 54-43 lead for Arizona as they lead it by 11 out in San Jose, California. All right, so halftime is going to come on up. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to click that. So we got halftime coming on up right now. Thoughts about this first half? I'll tell you what, Arizona's defense has been very solid. Their perimeter play has been really good, and that's what made them, the favorite in the West region. They just were incredible this year. They only had 2 losses during the season, 34-2. I really have to say that Coapete has been very dominant down low. I've noticed that Darius loves to attack, loves to drive, but when you have a lot of 6'9" guys, a lot of trees down low, there's only so much that you can be able to do. So then that's going to cause you to take more mid-range jumpers and more threes, and I feel like that Acuff just has been struggling from 3. So they're like, you know what, we're not going to let you attack. We're going to see if you can even shoot the 3, and we're not even going to let you breathe over there either at times. So Arizona's been very solid from that standpoint. The other thing that has sort of stood out to me about this game, chat, is Karchenkov doesn't even have a rebound in this game. But yet he has 11 points. Awaka has been he's been superb off the bench. Very explosive. They're getting a lot of their points, Arizona, in the paint. They're a team that's sort of a throwback team, right? Like in this game in particular, they've only taken 4 threes. Arkansas's living and dying by the 3, and that's because, again, Arizona just has length. They have top-heavy, athletic dudes. And when that happens, you got to be hot from 3. And right now, Arkansas is not hot from 3. But again, this can change going on into the second half because adjustments can also be made too. Are we going to see a little bit more of Nick Pringle out there at times over a guy like Billy Richmond, who Richmond has been a little bit frustrated down low? I don't know. Maybe we'll see that from Coach Cal. But I feel like that the Arizona bench, Awaka has done pretty well. But they're getting a lot of really good play from their starters. And they're making it a defensive game. Arkansas loves to score. And Arizona, we knew that if they were going to win this game, they were going to have to use their defense. They were going to have to use that size, that athleticism, that versatility, the willingness to be able to switch. And that's what they've done. And really, it's been impressive. It's been very impressive. That's why Tommy Lloyd has been doing really well coaching this team. Yes. So, adjustments that need to happen in the second half for Arizona. I would say that Arizona needs to be a little bit more... They need to continue to press down low in the paint. But if Acuff gets hot, you don't want him to get hot. You don't. And with the way that they played him, it's been really well. I expect, though, in the second half that Arkansas's adjustment that they're going to make is that they are going to play Brazil a little bit more. He had 13 minutes in that first half. Did he get into a little bit of foul trouble? Yes. He had 2 fouls. Malik Ewan also had 3, and that certainly did not help. But I feel like that if they get Brazil more involved, that'll make things easier for Malik Thomas and even for Acuff. And then the question becomes, if you're Arizona and that guy starts to make plays for his teammates, then do you start to double team Acuff? Don't know. I don't know. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this game so far. It's been a very much like a throwback game, as I like to say, because Arizona is beating Arkansas in the paint. They are bullying them. They're toying with them downhill. You just look at the roster. Let me just read this to you, chat. As far as Arizona goes, okay, here's all their guys that are over, that are 6'5" and over. Okay. Toby Awaka, 6'8". Anthony Delaroso, 6'6". City guy who hasn't even played, 6'11". Forgot Bryce James is technically on the team too. He's 6'5". Ivan Karchenkov, 6'7". Motiages Krivas, 7'2". And Mabil Mawat, 6'11". And Koa Pete, 6'8". So you're telling me that overall you have 7 guys, 8 guys on your roster that are over, that are 6'5 plus. You're going to struggle. You just are. Arizona's a good team to win the tournament. Yeah, well, this is why they're picked as one of the favorites, right? Because we all knew that Arkansas was going to struggle against their defensive prowess that they have. But Arkansas, again, like, I'm not counting Arkansas out. I'm really not. Arkansas can still win this game. They could. But they're going to have to be shooting the ball very well from 3. If they start off hot shooting from 3, they're back in this. And then Arizona's going to have to make a decision. Because then the decision becomes, how many threes do you give up? Whether it's to, Brazil, Thomas, or Acuff. We just have to wait and see. So, I've been to one Reading game. Hoskins and Cousins. Dylan Cousins. The Bash Brothers. Is that what they called it? I think each hit 2 homers. Scott Kingery hit 2 as well, I believe. And Roman Quinn also had a good game. Shout out to Roman Quinn. Gosh. I will always remember some interesting things from Roman Quinn. You know, the memory of him that really stands out, that's a bad one, is when Bryce Harper hits a go-ahead 2-run homer against Kenley Jansen in the 9th inning against the Braves. And all of a sudden we have the lead. That was also a big home run in Bryce's career. That was. I forgot to put that in my top 10. I don't even think I did a top 10. I did top 3. But that one was a big one, for sure. And then all of a sudden it gets erased because Roman Quinn couldn't catch the fly ball in the bottom of the 9th inning with 2 away. And he just dropped it. And then Joe Girardi ended up getting fired a couple weeks later, I believe. Yeah. It's been a good one so far. Oh, man. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. All right, I'm going to take a quick step off, chat. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. We are back into the swing of things again, folks. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. So Arkansas is down 54-43 against Arizona. The winner of this game is going to go on and take on, I should say. They are going to be facing, why am I having a brain freeze right now? They're going to be facing Purdue. Oh, gosh. I guess it's just that time of the day. But yes, 77-71 was the final score of the Iowa game. So Iowa is going to play the winner of Illinois and Houston. That game is close. That is a 24-22 game at halftime. You read that correctly. You think that this has been a weird game? That one has been really low scoring. Just has. Illinois up by 2 against Houston. So that game is at the half right now as we speak. Ivisic has 4 points in that game for Illinois. And who's leading the way? Who is leading the way for them? They got Andrzej Stojakovic, who is off the bench, putting up 9 points. And then Kingston Flemings has 7 points for Houston. So it's been good so far there. Let's take a look at some MLB scores, shall we? Let's get on into that. The Mariners are up 2-1 against the Guardians. That game is in the top of the 5th inning. And Gilbert is pitching. He's facing Rhys Hoskins currently, who is now at the plate. I forgot that Hoskins is on the Guardians. That's right. Wow. Other games going on. That's the only other game that's going on right now. That's it. Logan Gilbert's looked really good. Final scores today around Major League Baseball. The Brewers put up 14 runs against the White Sox. 14-2 was the score. I saw that Murakami homered in the game, but the Brewers off to a 1-0 start. The Nationals, they won 10-4 against Matt Boyd, and Brad Lord got the win. Trevor Rogers won for the Baltimore Orioles. They won 2-1. Helsley did get the save, and the Twins, that's who they beat. The Red Sox shut out the Reds 3-0. The Angels shut out the Astros 3-0 there. Soriano got the win in that game. And who's that, Jordan Romano? Jordan Romano got the save? Wow. Forgot that he's on the Angels. Oh, gosh. The Tigers, they won 8-2 against the Padres. Tariq Skubal got the win. Did pretty good. Phillies won 5-3 against the Rangers. And then the Cardinals, they put up 9 runs against the Rays. And the Dodgers won 8-2 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Yamamoto got the win. Gowan did get the loss. So those are all of the final scores of today around Major League Baseball. In the NBA world, on the NBA side of things, the Knicks lost to the Hornets 114-103. The Pistons, they won 129-108 against the Pelicans. Zion Williamson did have 21 points, and Jalen Duran had 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. The Magic also won. They beat the Kings today 121-117, so that's not really a good day for the Sixers because they needed the Hornets to lose. But whatever. It is what it is. But yes, as far as things go in the NHL world, let's take a look at the hockey side of things. Ovechkin actually put up 2 goals today for the Capitals so far in that game. It's a 3-3 game in the third period. Gunther also scored 2 for the Mammoth. What a season he's having. And Cooley got his 18th. Calgary Flames are up 2-1 against the Ducks with 11:40 left in the third period of that game. The Oilers and the Golden Nuggets are tied 2-2. McDavid did score a goal, and he now has 41 on the season. 9 more for him to get to 50. Mark Stone just got a goal. That's his second goal of the day for the Golden Knights right now, so they just tied it up 2-2 against Edmonton. Oh, boy. The Kings are up 2-0 in the second period of that game, and they are playing against the Canucks. So, good game there. Final scores in the hockey world. The Canadiens won 2-1 against Columbus. The Penguins were able to win in a shootout against the Senators 4-3. The Kraken also won 4-3 in overtime against the Lightning. Big win for them. Minnesota Wild were able to take care of business against the Florida Panthers 3-2. The Islanders won against the Stars 2-1. The Flyers got a win, big time for them. 5-1 was the score of that game. Sam Ersson had 25 saves. Christian Dvorak did get a goal and an assist. And Drysdale did get himself a couple. He had a very good plus-minus today. He did. +3 he was. The Sharks, they lost 2-1 to the Blues in overtime. The Devils won against the Predators 4-2. Hughes actually ended up getting 2 assists in that game. Stamkos also scored a goal for Nashville. And then the Avalanche, Nate McKinnon and Mark Scheifele were able to get themselves a couple of goals in that game. And they beat the Winnipeg Jets, the Avalanche, 3-2. So Sheffield ended up getting both goals for the Jets, and McKinnon got both or 2 of the 3 goals for the Avalanche. So those are all your scores around the sports world. And with that, we're going to take another step off. We'll be right back in just a few moments. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. All right, it's about time for us to go into the second half in just a little bit. 54 points for Arizona. They're shooting 64% from the field. They're also shooting 75% from 3. Meanwhile, Arkansas, who's taken 12 threes, they've only made 2. So they've been playing really well, and we'll see how things do go in the second half. We talked about adjustments that both teams are going to have to make. Trayvon Brazil is going to sub back on in for Arkansas. Darius Acuff Jr. leads the way for Arkansas with 11 points. It's been a frustrating night for him. Krivas is leading the way for Arizona. He has 10 points in that game so far. The other game is now in the second half, isn't it? Yes, it is. There's how much time left to go? 16:06. Gotcha. Oh, man. Good to see you guys on here. Your memory's impeccable. Dude, I just remember, like, that whole Roman Quinn thing, and that was terrible. That was Roman Quinn. At first, I thought it was a Dupo Herrera, but I'm pretty sure it was Roman Quinn. Now I'm starting to second-guess myself. I'm pretty sure that that's Roman Quinn. All right, here we go. We start off the second half. The loose change is going to be taken away by Arizona, and the layup is up and on in to make it 56-43. And Arizona has a 13-point lead. Here's a three-point shot. That's off the mark by Arkansas. It's a 56-43 lead for Arizona. So who got the shot there? Trayvon Brazil missed the three, and Koa Pete was the one who made the layup after the ball got inbounded to start things off in the second half. On the drive to the basket, knifing his way through the lane and getting the layup to fall. What a shot made there. And Arkansas has to get back. That was Bradley who knocked it down and got himself an awesome layup to go. So the Wildcats up by 15 points. And it's Acuff who gets it. And now is able to give it back over to Thomas. Malik Thomas, a step back fadeaway too. No, but a putback jam is good. And that was awesome by Trayvon Brazil. You're going to need those types of things in the second half of play here. Wildcats trying to go downhill, and they do. And an alley-oop jam as Krivas was able to find Pete. And the chemistry works between the two. It's 60-45. Arizona up by 15. All right, we played only 2 minutes. Acuff for the foul line. Jay got it to go. 60-47 as the Razorbacks are able to hit a 2. And it's back to a 13-point lead. Darius has 13 points. He's 4 for 9 from the field. Downhill over on the block, trying to bust past a couple of defenders, and yet he finds a way to just get some space and make the layup. That's Krivas again. This guy has just been a monster to start off the second half. You can put the whole team on him, and yet he's just going to still find ways to buzz past you. Acuff with a drive. The teardrop. No. And it'll be Arizona ball as they got the rebound. Here we go. Driving it down the lane. Taking a 2 and hitting it. And going to the line for one more. For a 3-point play is Braden Burries. That was incredible. Burries got hit. And he got hit by Darius Acuff Jr. So we had a foul called. 64-47. It's a 17-point lead for the Wildcats. Just the finish and the soft touch was very impressive. The free throw is good as well.
Excellent.
It's a 65-47 game. 17:05 left to go in this second half. Acuff, step back. Elbow J. Not that time. The ball goes out of bounds. And it'll still be Arkansas ball. Each team still has 3 timeouts left remaining. I just wanted to make sure that I put that out there too. Winner plays against Purdue in the Elite Eight this weekend. Tomorrow we got St. John's and Duke. That's the game that we're going to be doing around 7 o'clock. And hopefully you guys will be able to join me for that. 17:01 left to go here in the second half of play. Acuff's going to inbound it, gives it over towards the left side, and on the baseline, hitting that layup was Billy Richmond, the third, for a layup, and it's good. That makes it now 65-49. The passing here has been very good for Arizona. They try to make a 2. That's no good. They grab their own offensive rebound. The Wildcats just putting the ball in Jaden Bradley's hands. Bradley going and knifing down the lane, not able to hit the layup. It's Brazil who catches his miss. Brazil with a handoff to Acuff. The ball swatted away, and we have another whistle blown with 16:28 left to go. A foul is called on Koa Pete, and that's why the play will stop. So good to see you guys on here. You guys are the absolute best. And I really appreciate you all for all the love and the support. Foul shot number 1 by Acuff. Yes, it's good. That'll make it 65-50. The Wildcats lead it by 15 and cut it now to 14 thanks to Acuff's foul shooting.
Excellent.
So it's just been Acuff who's been trying to keep the offense in this game for Arkansas. They can't get back on the defensive side because Trayvon Brazil was just getting eaten up there by Pete. And Pete now has 13 points. Here's a catch-and-shoot three by Arkansas, and that was much needed. They will actually call it a 2 and say that Billy Richmond's left foot was on the line. The assist, nonetheless, though, by Malik Thomas. And it's a 14-point lead. 67-53. There will be a whistle called against. There's actually going to be a timeout taken. That's what it was. A media timeout will be taken with 15:56 to go. And with that, we'll step off one more time, and we'll be right back in just a few moments. There we go. Folks, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. It's a 67-53 game. There's Draymond Green in attendance. Fourth-time champion, also played for Michigan State. Played all 4 years. Forgot about that. Played all 4 years at college. Joe Lacob, who's the Warriors owner, and Mike Dunleavy Jr. is also in attendance. Is that Brandon Pajamski, too, at the game? Wow. Must be. All right, here we go. Down the lane, going up for a 2 inside. Not that time. And here comes Darius Acuff on a handoff and knifing his way over towards the left side. And not being able to get it to go is Richmond. Offensive rebound, but it's intercepted and taken back by Arizona. On the drive, hitting the layup, and that one is good. It's a 16-point lead for the Wildcats. 15:31 left to go in this second half of play. Ivan Klarchenkov got the layup to fall. 16-point advantage for the Wildcats. And another TO taken. Oh boy. Wow. They're just like, we're not going to let Arkansas back in this. We're not going to let them back in this. Nope. Not at all. Oh boy. Let's go. It's a 69-53 game. The Wildcats are up by 16 points. Man. Oh boy. I hope that again that you guys are doing well, chat. I do want to ask you all while we're here, for those of you who are still rocking with us, and I appreciate that. What's something that you think that we should be covering on this channel that we're not covering, or something that in the future we should maybe consider covering? Some people have recommended soccer to me. I'm not really much of a soccer guy. I'd have to really get into it. I'd have to learn more about the players. And I don't necessarily know if that is what I want my audience to be. Maybe it might be, especially because the World Cup is coming over here. But if you guys have any recommendations, I love hearing what you guys have to say. If it's things to cover, or if it's something to think about putting into my stream, could be whatever. I'm always down for suggestions. Please comment down below. As long as it's fair criticism. I was thinking the other day when I was on here, and I forgot to also ask chat this. Now all of a sudden it just got out of my head. It just slipped out of my head, dude. Great. Good job. It's like I had it, and I just dropped it. Weird stuff. Very odd stuff. We are going to be doing more Q&As. I think that is really important, especially when there's like no games on Friday afternoons. I feel like that doing an afternoon Q&A would be really, really good for the channel. I do. Friday afternoon Q&As. Yeah. Why not? People always like to ask me questions, and I feel like that the Q&As are a good way to sort of get to know me a little bit more. And also to just be able to come on and chill and hang out. We can also do some other really cool things. We could do immaculate grids. We could do games, you know. We could do rankings. And I think that the Q&A thing might be something that I do explore. 15-18 left to go in this second half of play. It's a 69-53 game. The Wildcats lead it by 16. Acuff at the line. First one will go. You're putting in some crazy hours these days. It'll all pay off. No, for sure. No, I mean, it definitely has been paying off. Like, there's no doubt about it. But I'm always down to, like, listen to, like, whatever chat has to say. Because, again, your words mean a lot to me. They really do. Like, you guys are the customers. You guys are here, and we've built a family. Like, that's essentially what this is. So I like having, again, like, the cool thing about these, like, slow streams right here, or these streams that obviously don't have a lot of people talking, like, you know, that's where I really get to know my viewers, and I love that. So, and I'm always looking for honesty. I love feedback. I love all that type of stuff, you know? Seema, thanks so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Shantae's also here. It's a 71-55 game. It's a 16-point lead for the Wildcats. The ball is going to get stripped and stolen back over on the right side. Driving down the lane, kicking it out, and here's a wide-open three by Arizona, and that one is good. Oh, what a shot made there on that far corner, and that was Braden Burries who knocked it down and buried a three-pointer Acuff with a tough finish on the right side, and he cuts it back to a 17-point lead. Braden Burries has been automatic in this game, and Acuff now has 19 points. The rest of his team, though, has just been super silent. Braden again with a step-back jumper, and that one is good. Burries has been scoring the last 5 points for this Arizona team, and it's back to a 19-point lead. Still time to go. 13:45. A catch-and-shoot trifecta for Arkansas. Not that time. The three-point shooting is still stale for them. On the drive is Bradley. He'll try to make the layup, and he won't be able to let it go. The outlet pass goes over to Pringle. Pringle gives it over to Richmond III, and we have a very hard hit. Richmond III just came running on in, and he fell on his belly, and he knocked on into Pete. And we have another whistle called. The foul will be called on Billy Richmond III. They will say that it's a charge. And Pete did an excellent job sacrificing his body, but as he knocked on into his knee, or his knee knocked on into his chest, he sort of went flying a little bit awkwardly and then landed on his side. So that's got to hurt. 76-57. Acuff is now going on over to the sideline. And he's being checked out by a trainer. They were grabbing onto his right forearm, I believe. 13:25 left to go in this second half of play. The ball is going to be passed around the timeline. A lot of dribble handoffs. And down the lane, scooping and driving and scoring is going to be Toby Awaka again. Super efficient from the field. 4 for 6 in this game. And 9 points as well. So Acuff just came out for, hopefully, a quick second. Don't know how long he's going to be out over on the sideline. He was getting checked out by the medical staff. Grabbing onto that forearm of his. The layup won't go. And the rebound again goes to Arizona again. They lead it by 21. Floater inside. No. Rebound again by Arkansas. It's Malik Thomas who hands it off out in transition over to DJ Wagner. Thomas on a drive. Hammers it in. It's good. 78-59 with 12 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this game. Arizona still has 3 timeouts left. Arkansas has 2. Arizona has only missed 4 field goals in this half, and they've made 11. Meanwhile, Arkansas, 6 for 13. Here comes a double team against Koa Pete. They'll swing it around, and the pass is going to go over to Braden Burries. Another tough 2. Won't be able to finish it that time. 12:03 left to go in this second half of play. It's a 19-point lead for Arizona. And with the rock again is DJ Wagner. Wagner to the outside. A catch-and-shoot 3 by Richmond. It's good! Billy Richmond III able to knock it down. And Acuff is still not back in the game. He's over on the sideline at the scorer's table, and he's waiting for the next stoppage of play, and that's going to be right now. So Acuff is going to come back on in. We have another player right next to him, and he'll come back on in there as well. There's a timeout taken by Arizona. It's an official TV timeout. It's a 16-point lead for the Wildcats. Let's go. But yeah, I have fun. It's not even work, man. It's not even work. We're just pushing. I mean, the thumbnails are work, but everything else, I'm just having a blast. I'm having such a blast. It's not even funny. But yeah, it is a lot of hours. It is. Trying to pursue it and go all in, man. This is the year. This is definitely the year. Seema, thanks so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. I wish you would have stayed. I would have loved to talk to you. That's all right, though. We've been streaming for, what, 2 hours and 2 minutes in this game so far? And we've been on camera for like an hour 20. It's not bad. I'd really love to this year or sometime really try to see if there's a way that we can get a suite at a Phillies game and just be able to, like, go to a game together and actually, like, you know, talk to each other and maybe do, like, not like an activity, but actually, like, really get to bond and get to know each other too. Because again, like, I've gone to games and, like, I've ran into people. I didn't go to any last year, but I feel like, again, that's something else that would be really cool to do. Krez is here. What's going on, Krez? How you doing? For those of you who are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I go on for March Madness. We also do Phillies baseball as well. We do the Sixers. DE is also here. What's going on, man? How are you doing? How are you, my friend? It is so good to see you. Yes, sir, it is. But yeah, that's something that's sort of in my mind too. I'd really like to try to find a way to get a suite, but it's a lot of money. But that'd be really cool. That would be so awesome. 78-62. Arizona is up by 16. Who do we got winning this game, chat? Is Arizona going to hang on? Or is Arkansas going to say, hold my beer? What's up, D? How you doing, man? Chris says, go Arizona. Let's go Wildcats. That'd be really cool. Yeah, exactly. I think that'd be awesome. All right, here we go. With the ball over on the right side, taking it down the lane for Arizona. That's going to be Anthony De La Rosa, it looks like. And here's a shot that's up, and that's no good. Arkansas trying to fight for the rebound. And instead, oh, here they go. They're going to jump on top of the ball. Two men were tangling with each other. It'll be Arkansas basketball. I want you to see McCovey's Cove and the Bay Bridge with the city skyline. Dude, I really would love to go to Oracle Park. I'd love to go. I'd love to go over there. I'd love to go to the Bay Area. It'd be great. I really do. Crest is still here, says, love my love. Let's go. All right, 78-62. 11-10 to go in this second half of play. Arkansas has the rock. Acuff with the ball. He's going to hand it off and give it over to DJ Wagner, who's been quiet. Wagner back to Acuff. Off balance foul line. J. No. And the rebound's going to go to Toby Awaka, but we have a loose ball foul called, and that'll be against Trayvon Brazil. And that'll stop the clock with exactly 10:59 to go. Coach Cal is screaming over on the sideline. He has his hands across his chest. This will be an official review here to see if this was a flagrant foul. Because, oh man, he got him right in the face. Right as he was going for the rebound. That to me is not a basketball play. I mean, I understand that he was trying to swipe the ball away. Actually, I take back what I said. He just whacked him right there, though. Like, you can't. I understand he tried to swat it, but, like, you whacked him right in the face. That's not comfortable at all. Not comfortable at all. So they're going to see if this is a flagrant foul. Let's go. Arkansas Country Boy is also here. What's going on? I need a passport, otherwise I would have planned a trip to a Phillies game already, or a real ID. Dude, I'd love to see you guys down here. I mean, I am going to make my way to Oracle Park sometime. I do want to travel. I do want to visit all 30 stadiums. I do think that maybe we can make something work during the off-season. Maybe that's something that we can. Maybe there's something that we'll do during the lockout. Maybe we'll do something like that. Wow. I don't know how that would work, but that would be really cool. They were going to call it a flagrant one, and it'll be Arizona ball. 78-62 is the score. So the ball's going to be inbounded, and they're going to give it back all the way over to, that'll be over to Karchenkov. Karchenkov with a handoff over to Bradley. Bradley's at the logo as they go from right to left again. Bradley over to Krivas. Krivas with another handoff, and that's going to go over to Karchenkov. Karchenkov down the lane over to Krivas, and Krivas is able to finish with the right hand on the right side of the baseline. He has 14 points, and he's 6 for 9 from the field. It's now an 18-point game. Arkansas is down 80-62. Motiejus Krivas able to get himself a nice little dunk with both hands. And the clock stops with 10:25. And the refs are going to gather together once more. Acuff and Pringle are over towards the sideline looking at Coach Cal for something. We are now 190 subscribers away from 9,000. We are also 1,190 subscribers away from 10K, dude. From 10K. Acuff at the top of the key, looking to pass it, gives it towards the right side. It's over to Wagner. Wagner gets the ball back on a handoff. Wagner looking for some help. He'll have to throw it, and it goes almost over the head of Brazil. Brazil was able to deflect it. He'll take a three. No. And the ball gets tipped and battered around into the hands of Anthony De La Rosa for Arizona. De La Rosa hands it off over to Bradley. Bradley initiates the contact, and he'll be fouled and go to the line for two. 80-62. Man, this is why Arizona is controlling this game. Because, again, they utilize their length, they utilize their speed and their athleticism, and they make you pay because they're going to take away the three, but they also really just clog that lane because of their length. They just do that. 80-62, foul shot number one, not that time. Arkansas has just put up 19 points in this second half, and that's thanks to Arizona's phenomenal defense. 11 points for Jaden. Malik Thomas will sub back on in for Arkansas. DJ Wagner subs on out. Dwayne Aristode is also, Aristode is going to come on in too. All right, 81-62. Bradley makes the second foul shot, and that one's good.
Excellent.
Brazil for three on the other side. Bingo. 9:33 left to go. Trayvon Brazil finally knocks down the tray. That was his first one, and it comes with his sixth attempt from downtown. 9:23 left to be played. On the drive to the basket, hitting the two, and going to the line for one more is Toby Awaka. What a game this guy has had. This guy is tall. This guy is lanky, and this guy is just so good at finishing right over at the cup. He really is. 83-65. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Paul Reed in a sense. I don't know why. Maybe just because of his stature. Maybe just because of his length. I don't know. Paul Reed, though, went to DePaul. Now is with the Pistons. 84-75. And that foul shot was good. Acuff on the drive to the basket. It's denied. And blocked by Krivas. And here come the Wildcats. They're let loose. Aristode nearly turned it over, though. And a three is in, and that's by Aristode. 87-65. It's a 22-point lead for the Wildcats. Thomas with a two. No. Offensive rebound, and we have a foul that will be called. And that is going to be on Arkansas again. Anthony De La Rosa knocked down the three thanks to the assist by Dwayne Aristode. And then Malik Thomas, who missed the 13-foot jumper. Arizona ended up getting the ball. They're going to say that the man stepped on out of bounds. It's 87-65. A technical foul was just issued on Nick Pringle. And tensions are certainly high. At the line is Krivas. So if the result stands, Arizona will play against Purdue on Saturday in the Elite Eight. Illinois is also up 50-38 against Houston. Let's go. Time to lock on in, baby. 10K would outperform certain MLB stadiums attendance just for percent. That's true. The lockout, I want to see games too. I do, but maybe that's something that we'll do during the lockout. Maybe we'll go visit some stadiums. Because how are we going to do it during the season? You know? That might be something that might be worth looking into. All right, so the referees are gathering together. They went over to the scorers table, all three of them. There was, a technical foul that was called, and the foul was called on Nick Pringle. They called a foul on Pringle and then a tech. They gave him a technical foul there. So here comes the free throw for Arizona, and it's nothing but nets. At the line there to make the three was De La Rosa. That guy's a very good foul shooter. And he will also shoot one more free throw, and that one is going to go as well. De La Rosa has 316 total points this year. He's made 52 of 63 foul shots before tonight. It's a 24-point lead with 8:52 left to go. And he's now going to shoot two more because he got fouled on the play. So now it's just a free throw shooting game for him. And the first one doesn't go. It was a 1-and-1 situation, and Arkansas is going to get the rebound. Thomas for three out of desperation. Yes. And they needed that. 89-68 with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in this second half of basketball. Thomas with his first three-pointer that he has knocked down. They are just really struggling from downtown today, and that's been the main storyline. They are 5 for 18. Arizona's just 5 for 6, and yet they're up by 21 points. Over at the point is going to be Bradley, and Bradley will get fouled. After Malik Thomas knocked down a tray, 8:17 left to go in this second half. Arizona and Arkansas each have 2 timeouts left. Big turnover. It was from Anthony De La Rosa. All right. Defense! Offense! Acuff on the right side. Gonna hand it off and give it over to Ewan. Ewan back to Acuff. Acuff with a layup. Good. And it's back to a 19-point game. Just like that. With 8:01 left to go in this second half of play. 89-70. We'll see how Arizona is going to do on this possession here. Bradley, they got to stay locked in. Bradley over on the right side, looking to pass it behind, and it went to nobody. Here comes Acuff, who's going to lay it up and lay it on in. An easy pick, and it was a 2-on-1. So a bad turnover by Bradley, and that led to a 2-on-1. And Arkansas was able to score off that play. Fighting for the loose ball over on the ground was Richmond the third. And somebody else over on Arkansas couldn't, or on Arizona, couldn't tell who it was. Richmond, by the way, did get credited for the steal. And Darius Acuff did make the layup before that. So there's a foul called on Billy Richmond III, and we are going to have a timeout taken. It's a 17-point game. It's still not done yet, folks. It's still not done. All right, chat, where are you guys tuning on in from? You're going to visit MLB stadiums during the MLB lockout? Well, I guess not. I'd like to go visit, but that's the only time I won't be doing MLB content. That sucks. Let's go, chat. PNC, Busch Stadium, and Oracle are my favorite ballparks outside of CBP. Busch, I've never been to Busch. I want to go to Oracle. And PNC, I might try to do that. The problem is like when you're streaming these games, it's like really hard to take off, you know? So like, I mean, I am designated some time. We do have a couple of trips this year, and I'm planning on doing 140. I think that that's good enough, but it's just hard. It really is. Especially with how much we want to grow the channel this year. It's like, what the heck? But, you know, it's a good problem to have. I'm very blessed. You know. What do we have? 189 more subscribers till we get to 10K. Or 1,189 until we get to 10K. 189 until we get to 9K. That's still very awesome. Wow. I'd imagine if there's a lockout, stadiums will incentivize with other reasons to visit the stadiums. Maybe. But, I don't know. I know someone close to PNC. This is long ball. Who could that be? Oh, man, what's going on, long ball? It's good to see you on here, man. Cheers, my guy. All right, this game's still not done yet. For those of you that are just tuning on in, again, the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Let's talk more about this game because the Wildcats have been dominating. They've been dominating in this second half. They've been dominating throughout most of this game, and have taken a lot of control because of the great defense that they provided. Darius Acuff had a very bad first half. Steve Kerr's in attendance. Wow. Is this game like near Oracle Park? Oh, yeah, San Jose. Yeah, okay. Because I'm like, Pajemski's there, Draymond's there, Mike Dunleavy's there. It's like the whole Bay Area is there, but I forgot. Oh, man. But yes, let's go. I need a... I read that before. All right, 89-72. Koa Pete is going to sub on in for Arizona. Ivan Karchenkov is going to sub on in for Arizona as well, and so is Braden Burries. So they made a lot of substitutions. Foul shot number 1 is good, and that'll make it an 18-point lead. It's Jaden Bradley who's at the line. Burries has led the way for Arizona with 17 points. And besides Darius Acuff, I mean, Arkansas just has put up a total of 49 points. Foul shot number 2, and it's back to a 19-point lead for the Wildcats.
Excellent.
Acuff dribbling with the right hand, looking for an alley-oop pass, and that's deflected. That was way too strong of a pass by him. And Arizona wants to try to take advantage of that costly turnover. We have a foul called away from the ball. Jaden Bradley had the ball, and then over on the right side, Richmond, I believe, banged on in to Toby Awaka. And now, what's going on? Dude, he just went down. There's a little push-off there that occurred between Billy Richmond III, and this is going to be an official review. Just pushed. Who was that? Was that Karchenkov? That he pushed right to the ground? Let's look again. It was. Sort of elbowed him. But I think there was a little bit of extra play there because it looked like that I didn't think that hit would have sent him that far to the ground. Or that far away from where the foul was. This is going to be an official review here with 7:14 left to go. It's a 19-point lead for the Wildcats. And let's see what the judges will say. They're going to call that a flagrant 2. And Richmond is done. Let's look at the replay again. Maybe I missed something. Foul was called on Billy Richmond. And now Richmond is done. Weird. Foul shot number 1. Not that time. I don't really understand that call there. A flagrant 2. Weird. 92-72 as the second foul shot's good. Excellent. I don't know, maybe I missed something. Here's a steal on an inbound pass by Malik Thomas, and Thomas tried to lay it up and in, but excellent defense provided by Jaden Bradley. He got back on defense and did his job. He really did. They're sort of trash talking back and forth. 7:11 left to go in this second half. It's a 20-point lead for the Wildcats. And Arizona gets the ball, and they'll inbound it over to Braden Burries, who's led the team in scoring tonight. Burries downhill over to Bradley, and now it's Pete. And we have a leg getting tangled. Pringle, his leg got tangled. And the clock is going to stop with 7 minutes left to go. Let's look again. There was a drive over to the basket. Somebody, it looked like that it was DJ Wagner who was holding on to a Wildcat player's jersey from the back. And then on the pump fake, another Razorback, Nick Pringle, just jumped on up. And then he just landed a little awkwardly. And he just fouled on out of the game. So more foul shots coming up for Ivan Karchenkov. And 7 minutes left to go. It's a 20-point lead for the Wildcats. And they are 7 minutes away from playing against Purdue in the Sweet Six, in the Elite Eight. Foul shot number 1. It's up and in. Gosh. Leave it to Coach Cal. My mom fell. Uh-oh. She's okay. Here's Acuff for 3. That's up, in and out it goes. Rebounded by Arizona. My mom fell. She's okay. I went and saw her today. She has a little bruising around her eye, but she's okay. She went this morning for follow-up, and they said she's fine. Thank God. Oh, that is scary. Oh, gosh. Man. I'm happy she's okay, but gosh, that is scary. 6:24 left to go in the second half. Wow. It's a drive on over to the basket by Acuff. Count it, and a foul. Got it to go. 95-74. Darius Acuff Jr. will head to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. He was off balance and angled it very perfectly. It actually hit the top right rectangle corner. It was good. The foul shots, nothing but nets. That's back to a 20-point lead for Arizona. Damn, I'm sorry, dude. Excellent. Leave it to Coach Cal to F up the offense as usual. Instead of bread and butter, same old you-know-what. I mean, playing iron, let's be fair. This Arizona team has been very dominant this year. They have a lot of big players. They are just from watching them tonight, you can be upset with Arkansas, and I understand you, and I hear that, but they're just very well constructed. They have a really good team. There's a reason why that they're ranked number 1, guys, in the West. There's a reason why. Acuff with a bounce pass, and we're going to have another foul called. Like, I don't even think High Point, to be honest with you, would have beaten Arizona. I really don't. I don't think that they would have beaten Arizona. With the way that things have gone tonight and just watching them play, no. Malik Ewan's going to get the inbound pass. He puts up a layup inside, does not get the roll. But we are going to have some more free throws coming on up. Oh, man. She had a little bruising around her eye. But she's okay. She went this morning for follow-up. They said she's fine. Huh. I'll probably hear more about it after stream. But gosh, I'm sending love her way for sure. Ouch. 5:38 left to go in this second half of play. It's a 22-point lead for Arizona. And we are going to have another technical foul called. It'll be called on Arkansas. Is that on Coach Cal? They turned it over. Arkansas was ready to shoot a free throw. And now it's a 90-75 point lead. As the foul shot by Braden Burries is up and in. Burries will be at the line for one more. In the other game, let's take a look at that score. There's 41 seconds left to go. Illinois is up 62-55 against Houston with 42 seconds left there. Should we go to that game? Should we switch? What's a 7-point lead with 42 seconds left? There's a 21-point lead with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left. There's only a certain amount of time left in that game. Arizona with a very tough 2. No foul was called. They're going to hand it off and give it back over to Koa Pete. And now there is another whistle. All right, so that game is on TBS. Let's see. See how that game ends. They're in a break. Okay. So we'll just stay here. We'll just stay here. I'm going to go live again when you're done. Man. For being 93, she's a tough old gal. She was making dinner when we got there. She ain't letting nothing happen to her. Nothing stop her. That's a warrior. 98-77 is the score of this Arizona-Arkansas game. All right. Houston is out of this timeout. They're down by 7. Let's stay on for these last 42 and a half seconds, and then we'll just go back to the other game. Arizona now has 100 points. Unreal. So Illinois is going to inbound it here. They're going to have to foul really quickly, and they did, but the ball did go out of bounds. I think that there was a foul there. Let's see. Boswell inbounded it. The ball got swatted. Oh, that's not a foul. It got swatted off of Wagler's leg, but they're going to say that Houston has the ball, but now they're going to challenge this. They will challenge. 40.4 seconds left in that game. I think that went off of Tugler's left foot. I do. I think it went right off of his left foot. Arkansas looks to try to get a 3. They are not able to do so. They're down by 25 with 3 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. This game's just about done. It really is. Arizona really outplayed Arkansas in this one. It really did. But we just got to see how that other game ends. The floater's not going to go, and they'll be rebounded over on the right side. Here's Darius Acuff Jr. again. Layup, no. He's fouled. 3:32 left to go. All right, so let's go back to this game. .4 seconds left. Illinois and Houston. And the winner of this game is going to play Iowa on Saturday. Let's see how this goes. Arizona flops, and the same for you. She sounds tenacious as can be. Oh, man. So what's this call? Okay, so it is still going to be Illinois basketball. 41 seconds left. Okay. An inbound pass, and that's going to go towards the left side, and we have a foul called. They fouled immediately. That took 0.3 of a second off the clock. So the call was not, or the challenge was no good. Foul called on Kingston Flemings. And Illinois is going to send Kylan Boswell to the line. He's 4 for 8 from the line tonight for Illinois. 40.7 seconds left to go. And after this game is done, we'll just go back to this Arizona game. There's some juice here, though. 62-55 with 40.7 seconds left. Here's the foul shot. It's good. And Illinois needed that. I'm shocked that Houston's down by 8. They were down by as many as 14, I saw. Right? Foul shot number 2 is good. No timeouts left for Houston. 64-55. Tugler's going to inbound it. And he'll give it back over to Uzan. Here's a 3. No. The ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be Illinois basketball with 30.5 seconds left to go. They will get the ball back. Stojakovic is going to inbound it. And they're going to throw and try to play keep away here. 25 seconds to go. They're not going to foul yet, but now they do with 25.2 seconds left in this game. So this one's just out of reach as well. 25.2 seconds left remaining in this Houston-Illinois game. It's a 9-point lead. There was a timeout taken in the Arizona-Arkansas game. There's still 3:32 left to go there. Keaton Wagler's at the line, and this is just to put them to bed. The first one won't go. He'll take a dribble, and the second foul shot, bingo. It's a 10-point lead for Illinois.
Excellent.
Flemings with a handoff, and it goes over to Sharp. Here's a three-pointer. Not even close. And guess what? Illinois is moving on to the Elite Eight. Houston's season is done. And the Illini are moving on to the next round. And the dance continues. Okay, so now we go back to this Arizona game. So there's 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in this one. I thought maybe, just maybe, Houston could make it interesting, but Illinois, give them credit. That was a big win for them. So we saw Nebraska lose today to Iowa. They were the 4 seed. We saw Houston lose to Illinois. They were the 2 seed. Purdue won against Texas 79-77. That was a great game. Iowa and Nebraska was a good game too, but Purdue was able to just pull it on out. 104-83. And we have a timeout taken with 2:49 left to go in this game right now. Okay. Arizona flops. Trash Arizona. That's what you get, man. You're trash talking, man. That's how you know somebody's upset. But I hear you, man. I know what that's like. I do. I get it. We are 1,188 subs away from getting to 10,000 subscribers. It's a 104-83 game. The Wildcats are on top by 21 with 2:49 left to go. Other scores going on around the league. And by league, I mean in Major League Baseball. We only have one current game going on right now. The Guardians are up by 1 against the Mariners. It's 5-4 there. The NBA, the games are all done. In the NHL, there's still games left to go there. Connor McDavid, we talked about how he scored a goal. He got his 41st. Hyman got his 30th. And Savoy got his 13th for the Oilers. And then Stone got 2 today. And Barbashev ended up getting his 21st goal of the season. So that tied it up 3-3. And they're actually going on into overtime right now. The Kings and the Canucks are playing. It's 3-0 Kings in the third period with 3 minutes left to go. And those are the last 2 games standing in hockey. And that's it. That's it for the profession. That's it for sports here in the U.S. 106-83. It's a 23-point lead for the Wildcats. Acuff looks to take it over towards the left baseline, dribbles down the lane, goes underneath the basket, and passes it outside. The 3 is no good. Acuff on the drive, tough 2. He's fouled. And the clock will stop once again at 2:11 to go. You said there's been 160 subs today. Did I hear that correctly? We've had, I think we started the day. How many did we start the day with? Like 86, 80, 86, 80 something? We were at like 86, 86. That's like 126 subs. It's pretty good. 2:10 left to go in this second half. I want to see. That's awesome, though. It's going to be a fun year for baseball. Yeah. If we go back to just the beginning of the first video that we did today, which was Phillies Rangers. 141 left to go, as we mentioned before. Let's see. $86.86 is what we started the day at. $86.86. So that means 126 subscribers today. maybe 130. That's pretty good. That's amazing. That's unreal. 106 to 86. And here's a shot that's up, and that's going to be another foul. And again, I thought that asking for 8,800 for the end of the month was a lot. And we did 126 today. Now, to be fair, right, like, there have been illegal streams for this Arkansas-Arizona game tonight. It is what it is. You know, again, like, I was looking at it a little bit tonight, and I usually don't do that. I usually don't, like, let that, you know, get, like, into my head. And I'm not saying that it got me down, because it didn't get me down. But, you know, I don't, like, tend to, like, make excuses. But that did not help. 108 to 86. The foul shot is good. 104 left to go. CeeLo, thank you so much for the redirect. Wildcats are now 55 seconds away from moving on and playing Purdue in the Elite Eight. 45 seconds left to go. And they're just going to milk this clock down. They take it towards the right side. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. And now they'll get it downhill. It's stolen. Acuff gets the steal. Outlet pass. And a dunk out in transition to make it 109 to 88. And that, my friends, is going to wrap it up. Arizona's going to dribble this one out. And the Wildcats are moving on to play against the Boilermakers. Wow. Unbelievable. They will play against Purdue on Saturday. They played really well. All right. So let's. All right. So we're gonna do this. All right. So that game is gonna be on Saturday at 8:49. We will be covering that game. That'll be cool. But yes. So look, the better team most certainly won today. The Wildcats really played their tails off. They just were too much for Arkansas to handle. Realistically speaking, again, and I talked about this coming on out of halftime, I said that Arkansas was going to have to be perfect shooting-wise from three because they were just giving Acuff nothing down the lane in that first half. And they pretty much said, you know, we're going to take everybody else away, but Acuff, you know, if he's going off against us and nobody else does, we're fine with that. And that's pretty much what the game plan was in that second half. So Acuff wasn't necessarily driving towards the rim because the lanes were clogged. And so they forced him to take tougher shots. And that's why I feel like even when he made his tougher shots and then when he did get his buckets, they just covered everybody else. And they played a very good game where it was just a game where you felt like that Arizona, I just have to say, like, Arizona wanted it more. I don't usually like to say that because I feel like Arkansas sure did want it, but Arizona, every possession, they were just there for rebounds. They got the big plays. They made the big-time decisions, and they were just too much for Arkansas to deal with today. How could they stop? Really, like, you take a look. Like, how could they stop Karchenkov? Like, they had so many times I noticed that Arizona, in that second half, it's really towards the end, they kept this Arkansas team on its toes because they were selling. And what do I mean by selling? a lot of times you'd see these NBA, like, veteran-savvy moves where a player's going to go up with a pump fake, and then the defender has to realize that the pump fake is coming, and when you jump and you lean on into the contact, that's when you tip your cap to Arizona, because they did a lot of that. They initiated a lot of fouls, is mainly what I was trying to say. They slowed the game down. They played their style of basketball. They only shot the ball 4 times from 3 in the first half, and they were 3 for 4. And we just looked at the stats for Arkansas. Their three-point shooting was about 2 for 14, if I remember correctly. It was either 2 for 12 or 2 for 14, which is still not good enough. So they were living and dying by the 3, and they kind of had to because, again, when you look down the lane and you see guys like Karchenkopf, you see guys like Toby Awaka, right? Like these dudes that are just so tall. There's a reason why that even Krivas had 14 rebounds in his last game, and then Koa Pete had 10. They are really good. Another guy that was also strong in this game again for them was Anthony De La Rosa. The guy made the shots when it mattered the most. You saw Braden Burries make his shots, and his mid-range jumper was nasty. But this play that Arizona had tonight, it actually kind of made me think a little bit about the way that the Miami Heat play. And listen to me. Hear me out. And again, I haven't followed the Wildcats this year, but just from watching them, just felt like that they had a DNA to them, and it felt like that they had a very tough they posed a tough threat for Arkansas. And every time, like, they didn't double team in the half court sets. They actually barely double teamed Acuff in that second half, which was really wild. When your teammates aren't showing up, okay, go take that. Go to the cup. Go take that. We'll let you have it. Nobody else is going to step up. And we're still up by 15 against you. So, but yeah, it was a good game. Brazil had 6 rebounds. The funny part is that Arkansas didn't necessarily rebound the ball that well in this game, but they were just super efficient in the paint. That's how they won. Arizona, excuse me. They were so good in the paint. They shot the ball 64% in the paint. And that, again, it just leads to the amount of pick and rolls that they ran, the amount of screens that they were able to provide with Karchenkopf. I believe that I saw him screen a lot in that second half. And then when he was in the dunker spot, all he had to do was just jam it on in. So good ball movement from them. They got explosive bench play from Awaka and from De La Rosa as well. And I could see on the other side, Nick Pringle, who didn't play in the last game, he looked very frustrated out there. A lot of fouls. 26 fouls compared to 16. And that's why Arizona won. They were the mentally stronger team. They were the physically stronger team. And Arkansas, if they had a good shooting performance, you look at that and you say, any given Sunday, but Arizona, it was their day, and they were the better team. They were. So with that, that is going to wrap it up for me. I do want to take a look at the schedule really quickly for Saturday, just to see what the times are. Okay. So Iowa is going to play Illinois at 6:09. We will not be covering that game. Instead, we will cover Purdue against Arizona. That's the game that we're going to do on Saturday because the Phillies play in the afternoon at 4 o'clock, and we'll be doing that game instead. Phillies are on at 4:15 on Saturday afternoon. So we obviously do not want to miss that, especially with a big opening day that we had today. So the 4:05 is actually the start time of the Phillies game. And then after that, we'll actually do a post-game show, and then we'll go on for the second game for March Madness on Saturday night. And that'll be really cool. Tomorrow, though, I want to talk about tomorrow really quickly. I was planning on doing a night game tomorrow. I was planning on doing 2 March Madness games. I'm only going to do 1. Tomorrow, we're only going to do 1. That's it. Okay? And we are just going to do St. John's and Duke. That's the game that we are going to do tomorrow night. So if you guys want to hop on in, you most certainly can. That's the only game that we're going to do tomorrow night. And then that's it. So I will see you all then and there. We will also have a Phillies post-game show podcast posted tomorrow. Again, if you guys didn't leave your voicemail messages and you want to and talk about the Phillies today, let me know what your thoughts are. I will play them as I record my podcast, and you'll be featured tomorrow when you get to see it. So that'll be really cool. I'm planning on doing post-game shows after each game, but tonight it was March Madness. I had to do March Madness. So we did a triple header instead. All right. Sounds good, everybody. I'll let you guys go. Lila Tove. Have yourselves a great rest of your night. And I will catch you all on the next one. Love you all.